Hello, my name is Vibeke and I'm 25 years old and I come from Denmark. I'm a part of European Youth Denmark, and what I really like about the EU is the many opportunities that it gives to not only young people but citizens all over Europe. We share values and we have open borders, which makes it possible for us to live and work, even study, in whichever country that we desire. It gives many opportunities to creating friendships, cross-border friendships. And what I hope for the future is that we will have even more opportunities to engage in one another's politics, that we have even more opportunities to influence the union in the way that we desire, and that people will not feel that the EU is something very far away from us, that is closer to us, that is not something very far from us, but that we as citizens can see ourselves in the EU and the decisions that they make. So I definitely encourage everyone to engage themselves in EU politics, because they have a huge influence, not only for the people living in now in Europe, but also for the future generation of Europe. So thank you very much.
For me, the European Union is hope. The hope since the beginning to achieve peace and prosperity, an objective that we still maintain. It's the will to help one another despite our differences and defend our values throughout the world. But it is also about innovation and finding new solutions to global problems such as climate change. But I think that the potential still has room for expanding. We have really ambitious policies regarding climate change, the protection of nature, etc., but we need to do a better job at promoting them in countries outside the EU, which are essential to make a change. Also, the Parliament's role needs to be strengthened. It is the House of Democracy that represents over 447 million people. The citizens' voice need more space in the institutions, and the Conference for the Future of Europe was a great initiative which can eventually evolve to a stronger and consolidated involvement. It is a work in progress, but our generation can really make a difference. Happy Europe's Day.
Hi guys, I'm Max and I'm a lawyer from Berlin. My mother is half Spanish, half German. My father was Polish, so Europe has always been a lived reality in my family. I have relatives and friends in many European countries, and I think in our generation it doesn't really matter which country you come from. We are just one European generation because we all share same interests, and we feel as Europeans. But the current war in Ukraine shows us also that we can only face the challenges of our time as a united Europe. We must speak with one voice. So I hope that the European countries will show more unity in the future, that we will be recognized worldwide as a strong Europe. And of course, I wish that Russia's terrible and unjustified war of aggression on Ukraine would stop, and that the Ukrainians could live in peace again.
Hi there, my name is Paolo and I am a European citizen from Italy. And as a progressive activist, I strongly believe that there are many things that we need to change the European Union to make it more inclusive, more progressive, and that many mistakes were made in the past year. That said, with all its problems, the European Union, I believe it's a model for the world. And today is Europe Day, is the day where we need to celebrate what the European Union actually gave us, 70 years of uninterrupted peace, and the possibility to live and travel and work in many different countries. As a young European, I had this possibility. I lived in 4 different European countries, I worked there, I studied there, I met so many people from different countries, and I really believe there is a generation of young Europeans who is ready for this change to happen. That said, the European Union is also fundamental to address the terrible problems that we are facing, not only this inhumane war that we are seeing in Ukraine, but also problems like climate change, like the coronavirus, for example, but also the reforms that the job markets needs to reduce inequality. I think that this problem can only be addressed nowadays at the European level. Solutions at the state level are not sufficient anymore. So happy European Day to all of you, and I hope that you join us as our road to try to improve the European Union and to make it a model for the rest of the world.